Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be going through your Keto Mojo and explaining kind of what it is and how to use it, those type of things. Of course, you can always get on their website. I am not in any way affiliated with Keto Mojo. This is just me personally and how I got it out and started using this. Just because I know a lot of people would rather see a video of kind of what to do and make sure that they're not making any of the same type of mistakes as other people do. So, again, I am in no way affiliated with Keto Mojo. I am just doing a quick video for my friends and family that decided to grab one of these and have no idea how to use it. Okay, so here we go. When you pull everything out of your Keto Mojo box, it's going to be all within this handy dandy little pouch. You have, of course, your lancet tool, which is right here. That's this guy. You have your Keto Mojo test strips, which are, oh gosh, I can't do this one-handed, right here. And always pay attention to the number. Sorry, let's focus. See, it says 783. Awesome. Then, of course, you have your prick sticks, or that's what I call them anyway. You have the actual Keto Mojo monitor. And then you also have this fun little guy right here. And as you see, it says 783 on here as well. It will always match what you have on your bottle. So if for some reason you've ordered multiple test strip bottles, make sure that you're always grabbing the same number as the test strips that you're currently using. So the first thing that you want to do is, first, of course, wash your hands. I did, of course, wash my hands. You're going to take this and you're going to insert it in here. It's going to do like a self-check, and what you're looking for is the 783, that same number right there. So you're seeing that it's registered. It's good to go. It's now registering for these specific test strips, and you can remove that and put it away. So that, of course, is probably a lot of people's first biggest mistake, is not realizing that they have to do that to program the monitor when you first start. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is your, what I call it the prick stick. I know that it has, it's a lancet and prick stick, sorry. So this, what you're going to do is you're going to twist this top part, see the arrow, until this part comes off, okay? Then you're going to take one of your prick sticks, and they have a little round piece. Let me see if I can get this over here. A little round piece on top that is covering the actual pointed end, so that you don't, hit yourself while you're putting it in the first time. And sorry guys, again, I'm sick. You're going to push that down, okay, like so. You're going to twist the little round part off and pull like so, and don't get rid of this, you guys. Sorry, I don't know why this is getting blurry. Okay, there we go. Don't get rid of this little round thing, because when you toss this after you use it, you want to make sure that you're putting this back on so that nobody accidentally gets stuck or anything, from your trash can. So then you're going to take this, do it in the arrow form, or push it in the direction of the arrow. There we go. You'll hear it click, so you guys heard that. This little window right here, this is also the button that you're going to push, if you guys can see that. This is also the button that you're going to push to actually prick yourself with this lancet, okay? So if you do not see that orangish yellow inside there, that means that it is not ready yet. You have to then pull it back like this and cock it to make sure that the needle that you just put in the prick stick got pulled all the way down, so that when you push that button, it's going to come up and actually prick you, okay? So that is actually some of the biggest mistakes that people make. Make sure that you're not pushing this inadvertently. Make sure that there's like that color in there before you start pricking yourself. The other thing is this dial up here, okay, if you guys can see. So right now it's set on the largest brick. I don't want that. If you have sensitive skin, you can go more towards down here. If you have really super thick callous skin, then go this way. I personally put mine usually on a 3, sometimes on a 4. It really just depends on if I feel like my skin is, feeling really spongy that day or not. Okay? So now that we have our lancet fully ready to go, I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to pop open my strips. I'm only going to take one, and I'm going to insert it much the same way as I did the card earlier. And again, I'm looking for that check and for it to pop up the number. 783 is what I'm looking for, okay? When you look at the strip up here, you're going to see a line in the top, okay? So you can see, I don't know if I can get it to focus on that. It doesn't look like I can. Sorry guys, this is my new phone and it's doing all kinds of fun stuff for me right now. So, do it like this so you guys can see better. Okay, so here is now my Keto Mojo with the test strip inside. Once I prick my finger, I'm going to be trying to get the blood that's on my finger on that strip right in there without, smudging or wiping or anything like that on it, so that middle strip soaks up the blood down in the direction towards the monitor. The other thing that I personally do, I do not ever prick the ends, the tips of my finger, just because the tips of our finger have a lot of nerve endings in them. And I often really don't bleed that much with the very ends of my finger. For some reason, I just don't. I usually take this finger, my ring finger, and I will push the fatty part up to the side like this, and I will prick the side of my finger over here. It's easier for me to keep pushing like this to get blood out if I don't, get a good enough prick when I do that, as well as I don't really feel it near as much as I do if I prick any of my other fingers. I have seen online where some people prick their toes or some alternative spots, but I would make sure that you get on the Keto Mojo website and just make sure that whatever they're recommending to do in different alternate sites for blood, you're following, just because you want to get an accurate reading. Okay? So, excuse me, I'm sick. I warned you before. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the end of this is flat, pump up my finger, and it's flat on the side of my finger before I then hit the button, right? So you hear it. And you guys, there's not a whole lot of blood coming out there, so I'm going to have to really try and push and push and push just to make sure that I get enough blood kind of coming out so that it's not, I don't have to you don't want to smear. You want to make sure that you have kind of a nice little pool that's just going to get soaked up. I should have probably used it on the 4 setting just because that barely even got me. It didn't feel like anything, I'll be honest. Okay, so I waited too long. My Mojo turned off. So I'm going to reinsert the strip, wait for it to do its check, 783, and then we're going to get that blood going. It's going to do a countdown for me, 3, 2, 1. And I actually don't really have a good reading today. As you can see, I am at 0.8 ketones. Before I was at a 1.8. So before I was at a 1.8. That's, I said it's mmol per liter. And that's for ketones. So anywhere between 0.5 and up, you are actually in ketosis, but you want to be closer to that between 1 and 3 range, really. So that to me tells me that some of the things that I've been eating lately has affected my ketosis. And so what I will do actually is I will go back into my Fitness Pal and look and see what I have been eating since I last took a reading between then and now, and kind of get a good feel for what that could, possibly be. And I might not eat those things anymore. Or at least, I will minimize them. So after you get your reading, it will stay on there like this. All you're going to do is then you're going to remove the strip so that then, as you see, it goes off. You want to make sure that you also take apart the same way you put it together your lancet, because you don't want to share your lancet needles. You don't want to use it more than once either, unless it's, like back to back. Like if I didn't get a good prick, I might go ahead and use this one again right now. But you don't want to do that over and over, just because you don't want to get any kind of infection, or you don't want to, spread any kind of blood, any kind of disease or anything like that. So you will also go through and, let me show you guys if I can set this up. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm so out of it today. You will just take this back off, twist it that way, pull up. You will take the same little blue thing that I said, make sure you keep. You will stick it back onto the little needle that's inside here, push it down, and then you will remove this. And you will throw away your blood strip as well as the needle. I normally put them inside of a Ziploc bag wrapped in paper towels, just because I don't want it to kind of spread anything. You're more than welcome to get biohazard bags, to throw them out that way as well. But that's how you use the Keto Mojo. So it's super, super easy. Even for people that aren't used to using machines like this, the Keto Mojo I know is going to come in handy for me, just because it can also test for gestational diabetes. So next time I'm pregnant, instead of waiting around for my doctor to do more tests, oh my goodness, I was going crazy today, then I can just test myself. So it's a good little tool to have. It's fairly inexpensive, and I 100% recommend it to anybody that is trying to do the ketogenic diet, or even for gestational diabetes testing. So that's my review, and that's my how-to. Bye, guys.